They say the only constant is change, but some changes can be a bit too much. Like, what if your phone started shrinking when you picked it up? Or the walls of an airplane expanded during takeoff? Sounds scary, right? Well, believe it or not, scientists have discovered a material that does exactly that. And it's not science fiction, it's science scary. But they have confirmed this strange behavior in several different material systems and published their findings in the journal Nature. A team of researchers from the University of Chicago and UC San Diego have uncovered a bizarre new class of metastable materials that behave opposite to conventional physics. One of the biggest challenges in construction is ensuring that materials do expand and contract in response to changes in temperature. This can cause all sorts of problems, from doors that stick to bridges that collapse. But materials that exhibit negative compressibility could be the solution. Because they do follow the rules of normal physics, they can actually maintain their shape and size regardless of the temperature, which is why they're known as memory materials, because they have a built-in memory that allows them to remember their original shape. These materials expand under pressure, shrink when heated, and exhibit something called negative compressibility, which basically means they defy the laws of thermodynamics. And it's just a matter of time before we see these crazy ideas put into practice. So keep an eye out for buildings that can heal themselves, or planes that take off with a jolt. The future is looking weird, and we all gonna be living in a world where the laws of physics don't apply. Now, you might be thinking this sounds like a bunch of bull, and you're not alone. Even the scientists working on this were initially skeptical. So what does this mean for us mere mortals? Well, one potential application is in the realm of structural batteries, like the walls of an airplane. Currently, batteries are typically stored separately on planes, taking up valuable space that could be used for something else, like more legroom for passengers or cargo space for transporting goods. But imagine if the walls of the plane itself were the battery. That would free up a lot of space and make planes more efficient. And these metastable materials could be the key to making that a reality, because they can both store energy and release it on demand. It's like a built-in power bank that never runs out of juice. Another exciting application is in the field of self-repairing EV batteries. Electric vehicles are quickly becoming a popular alternative to gas-powered cars. But one of their biggest drawbacks is that the batteries can be difficult to repair when they read damaged. This often leads to EVs being scrapped prematurely, which isn't very sustainable. But these new materials could change that, because they have a unique property called self-healing. When they're damaged, they can actually repair themselves without any human intervention. Just think about that for a second. A battery that can heal itself. It's like a t-shirt made of metal. These materials could also be used to make the next generation of construction materials that are resistant to warping. In addition, these materials could be used in heat-resistant electronics or even spacecraft that have to withstand extreme changes in pressure. The possibilities are really endless.